Hi everybody, thanks for joining Create with Dee. Today I'm going to show you how to make some apple punch art. I made this K-cup, it's another video that I have, and this is kind of a part 2 of finishing up the K-cups decoration, but it's also a punch art that you can use for apples. And the beauty of this punch art only uses one punch. You just need the 3 3/4 inch circle punch from Stampin' Up. I have the old whale tail style, and the new version would look like this with the self-closing case. But oh my gosh, one punch to do this project and to do the apple. Let's get started making the apples. So this is a great project to use up your scraps too, everybody. So for these apples, I use my scraps of So Saffron, Pear Pizzazz, and Real Red. And these are all punched out using the 1 3/4 inch circle punch. And let's see, I'll put this down like this so that we can see the apples too. What I do first is turn this upside down, and we're going to take a little notch or a bite out of each of the circles on the top and the bottom. No right or wrong, just come in. And even if you want to offset the circles a little bit when you take a bite, that's okay too. Meaning they don't have to be just 100%, 180. If you want to turn it just slightly, you can so do that, so that you have something that looks like that. So again, we're going to come in with all 3 of our different flavors of apples and take a little notch out of them. That's the first step. Next, what we want to do is grab some ink, brown ink. I like using soft suede. And we're going to take a sponge dauber and daub around the edges. This will give a nice definition to our apples. So just sponge around it. It really helps the apples pop off of the project that you put it onto, defines the outline of your punch art. So we'll just kind of give those a little bit of an outline using one of the browns you have on hand, and lately I've been really liking soft suede. Next, our apples need a little stem, so grab some scrap brown cardstock. I'm using Early Espresso, and we're gonna, to get that little swoop of a stem, first we're gonna take a notch out of the side of our cardstock, and then come back in and repunch right over top of it. And that's going to give us a stem. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that one in half and use it for 2. But then you can come right back over to that same spot and cut another stem off. Too easy. Next, we're going to make our little apple leaf that's poking out from behind. And you guessed it, once again, we're going to use our 1 1/4 inch circle punch. So I'm going to first punch out a circle with scrap. This happens to be scrap old olive, bringing it back inside, and now that's going to be a leaf. Go ahead and punch 2. I can, get several leaves out of one circle by just, coming in and moving around the outer edges. I don't want to do a green on green leaf, and so I'm going to grab my scrap of So Saffron again. And this time, I just can, as long as I've got a swoopy corner out of it, I can come in and make an alternative color. Don't you love it? We can use up our scraps, one punch. Come in with my sponge dauber again and do an outline on the leaf, or do, the inking to kind of highlight it a little bit. Of course, with the Early Espresso, it's such a dark brown, there's no need to ink around the edge of that. I don't think that one would even notice it anyways. Okay, so now we've got our leaf components. So now I'm going to put these on the back side of our apples. Take a little bit of snail adhesive. And like I said, really this is half a stem, so I can just cut one in half. And I'm going to position this where I want it. That looks pretty good. And I'm going to go ahead and maybe put just a little more snail on it. Now I'm going to put my leaf behind it. Whoops, is that the right side? Yeah. So cute. Look how easy this is. We all can do it. Grab your 1 3/4 inch punch, everybody. Let's make some apples for the fall. So easy. Great little apple to put on a teacher's gift. Too cute. They're all just coming to life. That's an apple. Make sure I put the adhesive on the right side here. Again, I'm going to cut this in half. Let's say I'll make another one. Down the road. Is that not the easiest punch art? Oh my gosh, love it. And then a little yellow leaf behind that. Okay, one more thing to kind of make the apple come alive is I added a little highlight to each one of these using the white gel pen. And let me just make sure to get it started. There we go. And I'm just going to pick a side here and make a swoop. Isn't it amazing that just that little bit will make that come to life? Do that again. Just kind of following the curve. You can make this as big or little as what you want for the highlight. I will let you know that you may have to come over a couple of times on your lighter apples just so that you can see it. And I'm going to come back here over on the red one more time. Swoop. And that's it. Our punch art is ready to go. So again, if you looked at my dual K-cup holder, we only got this far in creating it. So all I did was I made these little punch art apples, added a sentiment. This is from Cheers All Year, and it's ready to go as either a cute teacher's gift or even anybody that likes hot apple cider this fall. Okay, thanks for watching the punch art, everybody, and happy crafting. Bye-bye.